In a competition, Joan hops 125 times. Bob hops 75 more times than Joan. How many times does Bob hop? Now, we think about what we visualized as we were reading. Okay? Who's the story about, friends? Who's the story about? Just tell me. It's about Joan and who? And Mom. Okay, so we have Joan. And then we have Bob. What happens to Joan? What does she do? What does she do? Okay, so she's hopping, and you kind of see she's hopping. Okay? And she hops 125 times. What does Bob do? Don't think about the numbers yet either, because I know we wrote 125. But what does Bob do? He hops what?
75 times.
Okay, but without the numbers. Let's look at it again. In a competition, Joan hops sometimes. Bob hops more times. So what do we know about Bob? What do we know about Bob? He did more times. So we know that Bob did more. Okay. And he did how many more now? Tell me how many more. 75 more. Okay. So we know that information. Now, let's read it one more time and let's see what the question is asking us to do. In a competition, let's read it together, friends. In a competition, Joan hops 125 times. Bob hops 75 more times than Joan. How many times does Bob hop? What's the question asking us to do?
How many times John hops?
Oh, okay. So can we say Bob hops times? Yes, because they're asking us for how many times does Bob hop. Do you guys agree? Yes. Okay, now let's figure this out. Are you guys ready? What do you think I need? What do I need to draw? Okay, does everybody agree?
Yeah.
Okay, a place value chart. Let's do that. What else do we need to do? Ones, tens, hundreds. I heard that. Our line with dashes. What else do we do, friends? Put the numbers. How do we put those numbers? I draw what? What are those called? Those squares. What are those squares called? That's true. Well, could we look at our vocabulary? Base 10 blocks. Yes, they are. They're called our base 10 blocks. So let's go ahead and draw them. Okay. Now, so we know, how much does Joanne have? Tell me again.
125.
125. Now, Bob has 75 more than Joanne. Now, so do I need to add or subtract to figure this out?
Add.
We'll have to add. We're going to say, okay, well, he has 75 more than Joanne. So we have to add those two together, don't we? Add those two numbers together. 125 plus 75. And I could draw even a better picture. Let me show you real quick. This is Joanne. She has 125. This is Bob. And Bob has more. Do you guys agree with my picture?
Yes.
See? He has more. And he has these 75 more. From here to here, that's more. Do you guys agree? And Joanne has from here to here 125. Do you see how Bob has that part that's more? Right here. This is a 75 more. And we want to know, hold on real quick. We want to know this much. Look, we want to know all of Bob's. Do you guys agree? All of Bob's. From the beginning all the way to the end of that bar. Okay? All the way from here, all the way to there. From here to there. Do you see how now we would add both of those numbers?
Yes.
We know this is 125 because it's just like Joanne's. Okay. Now, when we start adding, before we add, somebody told me we need to draw what? What do we draw? Thank you. Now, in 125, how many hundreds do I have? 100. 1. How many tens do I have? 2 tens. How many ones? 5. Thank you, friends. You guys are awesome helping me. Now, in 75, how many tens do I have? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 2 more? 7. How many ones do I have in 75? 5. Thank you, guys. You guys are awesome for helping me. Now, what's my step 1? Okay, Miss Step, that's just going to put it right here. Step 1, add the ones. And let's see. 5 ones plus another 5 ones is how much, friends? 10 what? 10 ones. Okay. Now, could I just put 10 right there?
No.
And we know, like you said, that 5 ones and 5 ones is 10 ones. But could we really have 10 ones in the ones place like this? What do I do?
You put the ones in the tens.
And what is it called when we put the ones in the tens? Regroup. Does everybody agree?
Yes.
Yes? Does everybody agree? Okay. So do you mean I have to do this? I have to re-put it in a different group because re means do again. So we put it in the tens group. You guys agree? And I'll do that. I'll do that here. And I'll do it over here because I have to do it everywhere, don't I? In both places. Here and there. Everywhere. Now,
We do it here. We do it there. We do it everywhere.
thank you. You're right, mijo. Okay. Now. Bummer. Okay, Miss Cepeda, she's just going to fix her correction like that and say that does not go there. Just scribble it out. Now, what's my next step, friends?
Add a 10.
Okay, so I'm going to put add the tens. Should I start with the digit 7 or start with the digit 2? 7. Thank you. Thank you. I love that. Thank you. Let me see, friends. So I should go 7. Let's start 7 tens. Plus what? 2 tens. Plus the 1 10 that we had to regroup. And how much is that? Let's see. Let's count forward. You said start at 7. So 7, 8, 9, and 10. Oh my gosh, we've got 10 tens. Can we have 10 tens? No. What should I do again? Help me out. I'll regroup. So the 10 tens, I'm going to make my group. Hold on, let me see. I'm going to make my group again. Here's my 10 tens. And what am I going to do with these 10 tens? Regroup, you said? Regroup to where?
To the hundreds.
To the hundreds. And now I have another 100. And I do it there. And I do it over here. Now, thank you. Do I have any tens left over? No, so it's 0. 0 tens left over. And so it equals 10 tens. And 10 tens is equal to how much? You told me 10 tens is equal to 100. Okay. Now, thank you. Now, what's our third step, friends?
Add the hundreds.
At the hundreds? Okay. So, let's see. My third step, Miss Abella's going to have to put it over here. Is that okay? Add the hundreds. Let's add the hundreds. 100 plus how much? 100 is equal to what, friends? 200. And I'll put it here.
I put it there.
Yeah, I put it there. Now,
Everywhere.
how many hops did Bob hop? How many times did Bob hop? Now, so Bob hops 200 times. Okay? So we were able to figure out, and we saw how we regrouped in the ones place. We regrouped in the tens place.
And